Safety quiz. Question: how many employees does a company need before risk assessments are recorded? A. Between 5 to 10. B. Between 10 to 20. C. 5 or more. D. Just one is needed. Answer: C. 5 or more. Question: which of these best describes a hazard? A. Something that is potentially harmful. B. Tools lying around on the floor. C. Cables lying around on the floor. D. Unlabeled chemicals. Answer: A. Something that is potentially harmful. Question: what is the cause of most accidents? A. Poisoning. B. Slips, trips and falls. C. Electrocution. D. Suffocation. Answer: B. Slips, trips and falls. Question: in which year was the Health and Safety at Work Act enacted? A. 1947. B. 1974. C. 1957. D. 1975. Answer: B. 1974. Question: where would you go if your fire alarm was activated? A. Your manager's office. B. The fire assembly point. C. Go to your car and wait. D. Exit the building and go home. Answer: B. The fire assembly point. Question: wet chemical fire extinguishers are identified by which color? A. Red. B. Black. C. Cream. D. Yellow. Answer: D. Yellow. Question: the safest way to lift a load is to A. Keep you back rounded at all times. B. Keep your back straight at all times. C. Keep your feet as close as possible. D. Keep your feet slightly apart with your back rounded. Answer: B. Keep your back straight at all times. Question: electrical fires are best tackled with A. Water fire extinguisher. B. CO2 fire extinguisher. C. Wet chemical fire extinguisher. D. Foam fire extinguisher. Answer: B. CO2 fire extinguisher. Question: who should report unsafe working practices at work? A. Your supervisor only. B. Your health and safety rep only. C. Anyone who notices it. D. Your line manager only. Answer: C. Anyone who notices it. Question: high levels of dust can be inhaled when performing tasks such as grinding, drilling, sanding and cutting. These levels are most dangerous when A. Working in a small room. B. Using the tool in a large, indoor. C. Working outdoor on a calm day. D. Using the tool outside when it is windy. Answer: A. Working in a small room. Question: you need to sweep up dust that was created during your shift. You should A. Place a protective mask over your nose and mouth. B. Ensure that there is adequate ventilation. C. Dampen down the area. D. All of the above. Answer: D. All of the above. Question: You are required to undertake some work that will produce dust. What will you need to do? A. Only work for a short period of time. B. Avoid the work, as dust can harm your respiratory system. C. Begin work immediately. Dust is hardly dangerous. D. Wear the correct personal protective equipment, PPE, and use devices that will control airborne dust. Answer: D. Wear the correct personal protective equipment, PPE, and use devices that will control airborne dust. Question: When using water to help control the levels of dust when cutting, what should you do? A. Make certain that you are using as much water as possible. B. Pour water onto a surface before you begin cutting. C. Ask a coworker to stand next to you and pour water directly onto your workspace. D. Make sure that the flow of water is adjusted correctly. Answer: D. Make sure that the flow of water is adjusted correctly. Question: What two methods can you use to reduce the amount of dust from becoming airborne? A. Place a dust collector on the machine. B. Wear a protective mask. C. Keep your area neat. D. Work carefully and slowly. Answer: A. Place a dust collector on the machine. Question: When using a power tool for cutting and grinding, why is it important for the dust to be collected? A. It will save time and avoid a mess. B. A machine guard is not necessary if the dust is collected. C. Dust can be harmful if it is inhaled. D. The tool performs better if dust is collected. Answer: C. Dust can be harmful if it is inhaled. Question: Occupational asthma can make it impossible to work with specific materials. How is it caused? A. Constant exposure to rat droppings. B. Constant exposure to harmful levels of noise. C. Cutaneous, skin, contact with hazardous materials. D. Breathing in hazardous substances such as dust, vapors, and fumes. Answer: D. Breathing in hazardous substances such as dust, vapors, and fumes. Question: Being exposed to which of these items will not cause lung infections or diseases? A. Bird feces. B. Strong odors. C. Asbestos fibers. D. Silica in dust form. Answer: B. Strong odors. Question: A nest of pigeons along with droppings are discovered in an area where you will be working. What should you do? A. Let the birds leave before continuing with your work. B. Cease work and ask a supervisor what you should do. C. Attempt to catch the birds. D. Continue with your tasks. Answer: B. Cease work and ask a supervisor what you should do. Question: More construction workers die or suffer long-term health impacts from which of the following? A. Tripping and falling. B. Accidents involving vehicles. C. Falling from great heights. D. Inhaling hazardous substances. Answer: D. Inhaling hazardous substances. Question: You are working with a chemical and require respiratory protective equipment, RPE. If none has been given, what do you do? A. Work as quickly as possible. B. Smell the chemical to determine whether it is dangerous. C. Begin work but take breaks at 5-minute intervals. D. Do not work until the proper equipment and training have been provided. Answer: D. Do not work until the proper equipment and training have been provided. Question: You are provided with a dust mask to protect against dangerous fumes, but this mask is partially damaged. What should you do? A. Begin your work but take regular breaks. B. Wear a second mask above the first. C. Work as quickly as possible. D. Do not start working until you are supplied with the proper protective equipment. Answer: D. Do not start working until you are supplied with the proper protective equipment. Question: Which of these tasks does not cause silica dust to enter into the air? A. Sawing wood. B. Cutting stones and blocks. C. Demolition of concrete floors or screeds. D. Sweeping up rubble. Answer: A. Sawing wood. Question: When you are drilling, grinding, sanding or dusting, how can you protect your lungs from long-term respiratory damage? A. Wear goggles and use a dust extractor or only wet cut. B. Use a regular dust mask, goggles and hearing protection. C. Only use a FFP3 rated mask and goggles. D. Use a FFP3 rated mask, an extraction device or wet cut, impact goggles and hearing protection. Answer: D. Use a FFP3 rated mask, an extraction device or wet cut, impact goggles and hearing protection. Question: Solvents in paints and resins can lead to A. Lung issues. B. Headaches, nausea and dizziness. C. Other effects on the body. D. All of the above. Answer: D. All of the above. Question: Flame-proof and explosion-proof equipment are the same. A. True. B. False. Answer: A. True. Question: Flame-proof equipment does not allow outside gas vapor to enter the equipment. A. True. B. False. Answer: B. False. Question: A non-classified hazardous area is always a safe area. A. True. B. False. Answer: B. False. Question: If the IP protection gasket is removed from a flame-proof equipment flame path, then the flame-proofness will be defeated. A. True. B. False. Answer: B. False. Question: Protection technique adopted in intrinsically safe equipment is by way of energy limitation. A. True. B. False. Answer: A. True. Question: Pressurization protection is gas group sensitive. A. true. B, false. Answer, B, false. Question, out of intrinsically safe, flame-proof and pressurization types of protection, flame-proof equipment is the safest type of protection. A, true. B, false. Answer, B, false. Question, what are the basic things you should wear on the worksite? A, helmet, mask, boots and the best clothes you have. B, helmet, mask, boots and casual clothes. C, helmet, mask, sandals and casual clothes. D, helmet, mask, sandals and the best clothes you have. Question, while working at height, what should you never do? A, use the appropriate material. B, smoke a cigarette. C, climb on furniture and carry heavy weights. Question, when doing roof work, what should you take in consideration? A, that you are not alone, you are in a stable position and your capacity to perform the task. B, that you are alone, you are in a stable position and your capacity to perform the task. C, that you are not alone and the size of the roof. D, that you are alone, the size of the roof and your capacity to perform the task. Question, what are the fundamentals when using material that you are not familiar to? A, read the instructions, having enough time to get used to the material, that you take into consideration others around you and use a mask if it produces dust or a toxic smell. B, read the instructions, start working fast, or alone, don't make too much noise. C, read the instructions. Call your colleagues to see the work that you are doing, use the mask if it produces dust or a toxic smell. Question, what are the fundamentals when using toxic material? A, smell it first to see if it is really toxic and call your colleagues to give an opinion about the smell. B, call your boss so he can tell you the clothes to wear. Smell it himself. C, wear gloves, wear mask, wear comfortable clothes, read instructions, avoid moving fast and refrain from smoke or any source of fire. Question, when you lift heavy weights, what should you make sure that you have, in the first place? A, make it fast so it doesn't take too long, don't ask help. B, ask for help and run. C, ask for help, avoid running or making fast movements, share the weight with colleagues.